Hello everyone, it's been a really long time. I'm Josh from the Super Lintendo channel, and I am moving towards PC gaming. Yes, you heard that right. I am moving towards PC gaming. As the title suggests, it is something that I've kind of thought about over the course of the last couple of years, really. Ever since I got my kind of sort of like beefy PC, I've kind of looked at more of getting more PC games and going towards PC gaming. Now, I've always had PC games in the past. It's just a matter of actually playing them for once. As you can tell in the background, I'm mostly a physical collector for console games. I am not going to exclusively be a PC gamer, obviously, because that would mean getting rid of physical, and I don't want to do that. So what do I mean by that I'm moving towards PC? It means that new games going forward that I would like to play, if it's on PC, the more option that I'll have is to either choose it on there. And that's just kind of something that I've thought about for a while now, because I used to never think that way. I mean, it was not that way for a while, actually. I think my first instinct is to buy the game on the console that I want to buy it on. But it also comes to mind that there's a couple of reasons why I want to go towards PC gaming, and not just because, my preference is to go to PC gaming. I think of it like this. I think for me, the one reason I would say that's leading me towards PC gaming is just the cost of the games and also the cost of the services. Now, what I mean by that, I mean the games are the games. Pretty much going to be the same across the board. Here and there, it's a digital format, so you do have to download the game and all that stuff. But, I think about it, there's always going to be deals, especially with a lot of these digital games. And there's a lot of games that you really can't get on console either. Now, granted, there's also games on console that you can't get on PC either. So it's kind of like, what do you choose at this point? Well, I'm still going to be using both. But it also comes down to one more thing, and that is the cost of the services. Now, every console now has an online service that you have to pay for. PC is free. You just need an internet connection, and you can play those games online if you want. And I was just doing this the other day. I was playing for EA College Football, and that was just something that I like to do because I like to put my own school in the game. I put my school in the game. And then I lost internet connection, and then because if you want to put your own school, you actually have to be online for that. Now, I don't know if you actually need to be a PlayStation Plus member, but if you want to play against other people and online, you actually might need PlayStation Plus, which a requirement for that is kind of stupid, in my opinion. But that's just one thing, right? It's just, do I use my console enough to play multiplayer games? And the fact is that for me, multiplayer games going forward, I feel like I'm moving towards PC. Because I don't want to pay $60 to $80 a year just to play online. I don't play enough online games to begin with, really. I play a few games here and there with my friends, but honestly, that's only on Nintendo Switch. I don't have any PlayStation games that I play online with other people. So the fact is it really worth buying the game first on console? No, for me, it depends on the game. JRPGs and exclusive games, I will still buy if I'm really interested in it, right? But with the way things are now, a lot of games, excluding Nintendo, obviously, a lot of the games are heading towards PC. So is there real reason for me to continue to have my preference be on console? And I'm mostly talking about Xbox and PlayStation. If those games are already going to be on PC, and heck, Xbox games are now basically gonna be on PC forever. And then now they're going to be on PlayStation and Nintendo, funny enough. So at that point, why bother really choosing a side when really, in my opinion, PC is like the only option for me? Now, it might be different for everybody else. It might be different because console is cheaper and you can get the games digitally that way and all that stuff, and PC gaming may not be really super accessible. As a matter of fact, that I feel like kind of the opposite. I feel like PC gaming is sort of becoming more open. Now, it's still very niche, but it's actually getting easier to get into. Now, I'm not saying to build your own computer or anything like that, but, for me, the Steam Deck is probably the best way to get into PC gaming if you're gaming on a budget. I would not suggest getting a PC that's not suitable or doesn't have any graphics cards with it or anything like that. Now, they can be a little bit pricey, but for a starting price of $350, that's really not that bad. Or is it $400? It's really not that bad, all considered, that, you know, you can also dock it on the TV. You can change out the certain parts if you needed to, attach a controller to it if you want to, upgrade the SSD if you want to, change it to Windows. You know, there's a whole lot of things you can do with it. And then also, you also need to build up your Steam library, which is harder, of course. But even acquiring games has actually become a lot easier and more cheap, because if you use Epic Games gives out free games like every month, every so often, whenever they decide to want to give out a free game. So as long as you have an Epic Games account, you can actually get free games. And then if you also have Amazon Prime account, you can also get free games that way. You can also get a GOG account. So it's actually not that bad to really acquire PC games. Now, is it the PC games that you want? May not be. But hey, it's something to build up a library for something that you can use and you can play and try out. The equivalent of that would be like PlayStation Plus. You get the games, and get Xbox Game Pass. You get, you know, games included. But again, like I said, it's a subscription that you have to pay for, either every month, every couple months, or every year. And depending on what level of service that you have, it can vary from between $80, so the lowest at $80 per year for PlayStation Plus, to like $160 a year for PlayStation Premium. And then for Xbox Game Pass, it's $60 per year, and then 100 and what was it? 100 and I think it's like 100, also 180 per year for, or 120 or 180, like, or 160 per year for PlayStation, no, for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. Now there is a workaround for that, and if you really want to have the subscription, it's actually great, because if you have Ultimate, you get best of both worlds. If you have a PC, you can play Game Pass Ultimate games on PC. So if you want to play Master Chief Collection through Xbox Game Pass on PC, you can do that. If you want to play Starfield Day 1, you can do that. And the good thing about PC gaming nowadays is that it's not really required to have mouse and keyboard for every game. If you really want to use a controller, you can just do it. If you have a PC that has Bluetooth, connecting a PS4 controller, Xbox controller, a DualSense controller, it's very easy to do, and it connects automatically to your PC. So at that point, it basically works natively now. So is there a really point to go back to, or at least for me, to go back to playing on console? This depends on the games, really. Now, I will say also that compatibility-wise, console games will run slightly better, just depending on your specs and stuff like that of your PC, and it may have better compatibility than certain games, and because certain games on PC just do not run well, because they're not optimized for PC. And I get that, right? So I'm not saying that it isn't, like, there aren't consequences to going to PC only. I guess a couple games that I think of would be like Star Wars Jedi Survivor. That runs like crap on PC. Another game that I remember hearing that had a lot of issues was Batman Arkham Asylum. Batman Arkham City was another game. There was like a game-breaking glitch on that one from what I remember. Or maybe it was one of the other games that had issues on there. But again, I understand the aspect of it, of why people are turned away from PC gaming, that the mindset of people really thinking about PC gaming in general. And I'm not advocating to like have you go onto PC gaming. I just think that it's more accessible now than ever. So the reality is that for me, the main point is subscriptions and playing games online. Now, if you only play certain games online, then you may need a console. But also another point that I want to make is that games are just becoming increasingly easier to play together. For example, the newest Call of Duty game, Black Ops 6, as a recording of this video, is crossplay. Every Call of Duty since 2019 has been crossplay. You can play with anybody on any system. So for me, as a more of a PC player now, or at least for Call of Duty wise, I like playing that game on PC, because I wouldn't say there's an obvious advantage. Mouse and keyboard is going to be easier to aim and stuff like that, but it allows me to not have games that people aren't playing. For me, it allows me to play a game that may not have as many people on PC than it has on other consoles, you know? I mean, there's still an appeal of console, right? But for me, to play games online is easier for me now than ever, just to play with other people or against other people whatever the reason that you play, because of crossplay. And I think that's really the best addition of it that allowed me to really realize, oh, PC gaming has actually gotten better over the last couple of years, or just gaming in general. But this helped push me towards PC gaming. Now, I would say that my PC is pretty beefy. I have a RTX 3090 in mind. I mean, yeah, it's now, what, a 4-year-old GPU? But, like, it still runs like a champ. I can still play most games, actually, if like 95% of my games in 4K if I want to. Heck, a lot of my Puzzle Go Yapcast gameplays that we played on PC, I played on PC. So really the fact is that it's just become easier for me to find games to play with my friends on PC than it really is to play on consoles, because we all play different games, and for us it's just easier to buy indie games really on PC than it is to just try to find a game on PlayStation or Xbox, or even in some cases Nintendo. Like I said earlier, I'm not moving away from console games, or if anything else, I'm still buying physical editions of games. I'm still gonna buy physical. It's just when it comes to mostly multiplayer games, I'm not really just going to play it on PlayStation or Nintendo or Xbox or whatever. More than likely, I'll be playing it on PC. Heck, my brother, that he was in my Mario Party video, has an ROG Ally X. That's a good handheld PC, a decent handheld PC, and he's really loving it. And it makes me think that I want to start doing more on PC as well. And also, some games just play better on PC, or just like control-wise. Control-wise, it can play slightly better. But my brother having an ROG Ally X made me realize that he's having more fun on PC than ever before, and that it makes me happy to see that PC gaming has become way more accessible than it was in the past. Now, is it still niche? Absolutely. Not everyone's going to go to PC gaming. It's if you really want to get into PC gaming. It really is just a matter of what you want to do with your with your time, right? It's like, it's easier to just pick up a console, turn it on, put a game in, or start a game and just play it that way. And like for me, I have more games that I play on PC now than ever that I put more hours into than I do for my PlayStation, Xbox, or even sometimes my Switch. It really just depends. So what do you guys think of PC gaming as a whole? Is it your go-to? Is it your main thing? Is it not? Do you guys play PC games? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell if you want to watch more of my future content. We're gonna watch another discussion video. Click the screen right here. That is my retro video game store video if you want to go watch that. So be sure to check that out. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video. This is Josh from the Super Lintendo channel signing out.